Experiencing pain during the bench press can be a major bummer. The pain can force you to use less weight, do fewer reps, or avoid chest press exercises altogether. And since the bench press is one of the best exercises for improving upper body strength and building your chest, we want to prevent this pain from occurring or reduce it as much as possible. The bench press can cause pain for several reasons, and the types of pain can come in various forms. In this video, we'll discuss the common pain points during the bench press and how to prevent them. Even if you're currently not experiencing pain, these tips will keep you pain-free and help you get better at the bench press. Common pain points. Several things can cause pain that happens during the bench press. Technical errors in benching form, fatigue, and inappropriately overloading are associated with chronic injury. Other causes of pain are acute injuries caused by sudden things like dropping weight and hurting a joint, which is less common. Most lifters are experiencing pain from chronic, long-term injuries such as tendinopathies of the rotator cuff muscles, biceps tendon, and pectoralis major muscle. Other pain points occur in the lower back and wrists. The shoulder is likely the most common of these pain points, and studies have even referred to this as the bencher's shoulder. Here's why this happens so often. Upper body exercises typically emphasize large muscle groups to create strength and hypertrophy, while neglecting smaller muscles responsible for upper body joint stabilization. As a result, the risk of injury is magnified with a combination of repetitive loading, unfavorable positioning, and limited exercise selection. This is where intelligent programming and exercise selection comes into play, which we'll cover later in this video. Let's get into what poor pressing techniques are and how to fix them. Fixing your technique. Number 1, the first pressing mistake is having the elbows too flared out. This places the upper arms at a 90-degree angle with the body. This may feel like a stronger position, but it will cause pain over time. Pressing like this can cause shoulder impingement as the bone of the upper arm drives into the shoulder socket and impinges the smaller rotator cuff muscles. Instead, you want to bring your elbow down slightly so they're closer to 45 degrees to your body. This allows you to press effectively while reducing the pressure on your shoulders. Number 2, the second form mistake is not pressing with your shoulder blades retracted. As your shoulder blades detract and move forward, the load shifts towards the shoulders and off your chest. Here are 2 practical tips to help you keep your shoulder blades retracted while pressing. One is to pretend like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades by bringing them together. This will force you to roll your shoulders backward and make you stick out your chest. Once you've mastered this movement, try it the next time you lay down to perform the bench press. While you're lying down to set up, retract your shoulder blades as you practiced. Grab the bar while maintaining this shoulder position and unrack the bar, and bring it over mid-chest. Bringing the bar down in this position is pretty straightforward, but it gets tricky as you press up. For the press, imagine pressing your body into the bench rather than pressing the bar up. This will keep your shoulders back while keeping your chest proud. This slight shift in thinking will help keep your shoulders back rather than having them drift forward. Maintaining this form, you'll feel it less on your shoulders and more on your chest. Number 3, the third mistake is pressing with bent wrists. If you've been experiencing wrist pain during the bench press, there's a good chance you're pressing with a bent wrist. This can happen with any barbell pressing movement, including flat, incline, decline bench, and overhead barbell press. The trick is to place the bar across the top part of the base of your palm. The next time you set up for the bench press, place your hand across the bar and slide your hand up until the bar hits the top part of the thick part of your palm. From here, grip the bar and straighten your wrist. This is a stronger position than having the bar mid-hand and pressing with a bent wrist. This also keeps the load of the bar in line with your forearm, which is more stable structurally. Work on this grip and keep a neutral wrist position. Number 4, the fourth mistake is overarching your lower back and not keeping your core engaged. You may have seen powerlifters with a very arched back, which can add pounds to your press. It helps because it shortens the motion range and makes the press slightly more declined, where lifters are typically stronger. Also, if your main focus is building more muscle and not moving the most weight, this overarched position isn't necessary. But if you're overarching while exerting maximal force, you may finish your set with your lower back strained. Here's the solution. The next time you set up your bench press, keep the arch in your back slightly. If you start with a less pronounced arch with your abs engaged, your lower back will stay pain-free. It will also increase the range of motion in the flat position. Here's what your bench press checklist should sound like. Maintain scapular retraction. Place the bar across the top of the base of your palm. Keep the back of your head, upper back, and butt planted on the bench and feet planted on the floor. Keep your back flat or a slight arch. Keep your core engaged while you press. Run through this checklist each time you press, and you'll reduce the possibility of injury while improving your bench press form. Now that we've covered various pressing techniques to reduce or prevent pain from pressing, let's look at exercise selection. The first tip is to swap your barbell movements for the dumbbells. There are several benefits to performing more of your pressing sets with dumbbells. The first benefit of using the dumbbell is that it gives you freedom of hand position. This allows you to externally rotate your hand, which can feel better on your shoulders. This contrasts with the barbell, which locks you into a fixed hand position. Here's how to program your routine with both the barbell and dumbbell. Use the barbell for heavier sessions in the 4 to 8 rep range. This can be done once a week to help improve your strength gains by moving heavier loads. After that, perform most of your set with slightly higher reps, meaning more than 8 reps, using the dumbbells. This will minimize the amount of pressing done with a fixed bar and increase the number of sets and volume done with a free hand position. The second tip is to use machines that have angled hand grips. An example of this is to swap out a Smith machine press for a hammer strength press with angled or parallel grips. While the machines don't give you the complete freedom of hand position like the dumbbells do, the angled or parallel grips will feel better on your shoulder. The third tip is to perform exercises that keep your shoulders stable and strong. One of the reasons people experience shoulder pain during pressing is due to strength imbalances. This happens when you get strong at a couple of angles like horizontal and vertical presses and don't strengthen shoulders in any other planes. Another way to sustain healthy, balanced shoulders is to balance your pushing and pulling volume. It may even be beneficial to have a slightly higher pull volume if there's postural issues with the shoulder rolling forward. Horizontal presses such as the bench press need to be matched with horizontal pull volume to an equal or greater degree. This includes exercises like cable rows, dumbbell rows, and face pulls. Next, it is essential to include rotator cuff exercises and training shoulders in different planes. Check out our video titled 7 Best Shoulder Exercises You're Not Doing for more on this topic. To summarize, here are the main points to keep in mind. Press with good form. This includes shoulder positioning, wrist alignments, and core engagement. Use more exercises that use a free hand position so your hands are not locked into a fixed position. Include exercises that diversify your shoulder training in different planes and angles. Program exercises that balance out your horizontal pressing with equal or greater horizontal pulls. Follow these guidelines and you'll be pain-free when you bench press and have years of gains to come. Did you find this video helpful? Give the video a like because it'll help out the channel. Also, if you're looking to take your workouts to the next level, grab a bottle of my science-based pre-workout supplement, Turbocharged. Packed with scientifically proven ingredients, all clinically dosed, you'll experience all the performance benefits without the jitters or crash. If you want to learn more, head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.